I told you I was gonna do one, another live stream. I'm about to do it. I got some books, to show. So after that, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go over some of the books that I've read and some of the ones that I'm working on reading about. Okay, but I remember talking about some weeks ago about the Vistica Pisces, and it's connected also to the mitochondrial DNA and all of the above is all interconnected because it's the woman, mainly the Nubian or Mobitus or black woman or African woman, y'all have the mitochondrial DNA that is also considered and called the Eve gene. All right, so the Vistica Pisces, it's the sacred womb of the great or the great mother, you can say, right? Or the all, right? It's also connected to the mitochondrial DNA that's only found in. Hey, how you doing, Miss Shelley? The mitochondrial DNA is only found in Mobitus, aka Nubian, aka black women or African women, African American women, melanated women that of African descent, or even indigenous descent in here in the Americas, however you want to put it. Um, that's good. That's good that you're great. So they don't want to tell the secret. A lot of people that's in Freemasonry, mainly the Caucasian Masons, do not want to tell you that they already know this about the black, so-called black woman, or African woman, or the so-called indigenous black woman, or the Moabites, or the Israelite woman, however you want to call the so-called black woman. They don't want to tell you this. But I have a book by Dr. Malachi York. A lot of his books are outdated. I mean, outprinted. I mean, out of they not being, I forgot they call it, they not being sold like that, or it's hard to find or something like that, out of print. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, so bear with me. This book, this book right here, they call it the Black Book or the Sacred. Let me see. This book is old. I had this book for a minute. You can tell because I was reading the heck out of this book. Give me a second. I'm about to tell you the name of it. Okay. Because brother, I always try to come up with receipts. The Sacred Records of Aferti Atumre, Amanubi Rayaktar. So, I used to be around the New Wabians, everybody. This is the name of the book. I used to be around the New Wabians for years. Okay? Um, I'm gonna find something for you dealing with the mitochondrial DNA. Because I read through this book. I just can't remember the page. But I want to show you something. Okay? Let me see. I think I found it. All right. So give me a second while I see what I'm about to go into because they talk about the metal netta in here. It talks about the XY chromosome on here. Um, I don't even know where to start, to be honest with you. But the Black Book, the Sacred Records of Atum Ray by Dr. Malachi York, also known as the Black Book, that is a great book to get. It might cost a lot now because by his incarceration, but I had got it from I think either was it Amazon or eBay years ago. Very knowledgeable book. I give praises to that brother, man. His people did him dirty, mainly his son. I'm gonna be real with you, they did him dirty. And Islam to him. I know he might not be able to watch, but Islam and all praises to Dr. Malachi York on everything he did. But he did give a diagram on letting it be known in the beginning of the first during the first stages of the mother's pregnancy of their child, that the child was always considered female first. He has a diagram of that, and how the phallus is nothing more than an outward vagina. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you that diagram right now. Okay, this is the diagram right here, clear as day. Excuse the pictures and everything, but you need to know this. That's why I put down it's not for kids on here. Right here. Okay? I really need y'all to understand that. This is real stuff that I'm showing. You know what I mean? This is not nothing fake. And a lot of these deities he have on here look like us. See? That is, if I'm not mistaken, Tammuz. Right here. You know what I mean? Like, nobody don't want to talk about stuff like this. You know, the deity Geb. Right here. Right here. I'm on here trying to show some stuff now. Murdoch, right? Murdoch, the Anunnaki Murdoch. Right there. Son of Enki. Okay? So all this stuff that you got, that people be, you know what I mean, trying to say it ain't real, yada yada yada, ba 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 ba, whoop de whoop de whoop. I'm showing you illustrations real quick. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to know what's up. But anyway, let me see if I can find this information about the mitochondrial DNA. Okay, let me see. Let's see if I found something about it. The mitochondrial DNA is also proven to be the gene that produces nearly all energy to keep the cells alive. So are you saying that due to the mitochondrial DNA that women were here first? That is correct. By here, I mean this planet Earth, for without the physical body, there were no need for genes discussions. If all mammals are born into pairs, then how is it possible for the woman to come before the man? It's a fact that human beings are not merely mammals, but a mixture of both mammal and reptile. To understand the answer to this question, I must first teach you on the different kinds of beings that came to your planet millions of years before your creation. Scientists, archaeologists, and marine biologists all agree that the seas of your planet were inhabited by an empire of reptilians. Millions and millions of other alien life forms. Many have recently been discovered because of the latest advancement in computers and equipment. Okay, is this the only planet with life? No. In fact, scientists have verified water on the moon, Mars, and which is confirmed marine life having existed there thousands of years before the biblical concept of God, of the biblical concept of God creating life, or time as you know it, by placing a moon in the sky when other planets also have moons. Isn't that something? So I'm reading out this book. So now everybody about to find out. Okay, I'm about to see if there's anything else about the mitochondrial DNA. Because this book has a lot of deep information in it. But yes, women were here first. Sorry about my fez. It's like messing up a little bit because I had to fix it. But anyway, you know what I mean? But yeah, all jokes aside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make sure I got it right. But anyway, yeah. But in so many different ways, we need to understand that this is real information. And women were here first. And it's like, before anything, we need to know that there was also beings that were already here before we were created. Which is crazy, right? But I want to also let you know that, let me see if I can find something else I want to tell y'all. Oh, this is a fact about women that I want y'all to know, mainly the so-called black woman. Let me see if I can make everything come together. I'm just reading little bits and pieces. So I'm just like, it might be all over the place, but I need y'all to just try to put the pieces together if y'all can. Okay. Let's see. This is a question that he asked. But are we not mere men and women? No. we as etheric or spirit beings exist before gender or the creation of men and women on this planet. And in order to exist, the fact is that women or the female genetically existed before the creation of man or the male. Okay? And the other question was, what are you saying? Women are the gods and predated man? Exactly. This is the best kept secret that is best to be made known now. So, what is the proof of this? Archaeologists today have traced back fossils that goes back 2 to 3,000 years that trace back one to one woman's gene called mitochondria DNA. The gene proven to be transferred from the mother to the child, never from the father to the child. The mitochondria is also proven to be the gene that produces nearly all the energy to keep the cells alive. I said that before, right? So I wanted y'all to know that right there. That right there. In the first trimesters or the beginning trimesters of your mother's pregnancy, you were female, not male. That's what I wanted to share with y'all. For that, I have another book. Okay. Thank you to the brother William Jolly Bay. He bought me this book. This book right here, the Book of Light. Yeah, Masonic, yeah, but guess what? I have my fez on, right? The Moors are really the creators of the daggone Freemasonic order, because Freemasonry is nothing more than watered down more science. So let's really get down to the get down. This is a must get to. Okay? So I talked about that a little bit, right? And then let's talk about this. How many of y'all, I remember I talked about past lives and everything yesterday. This is for past lives for beginners. This is something for you to actually get and start reading about past lives. Because I just read it said that we're made out of energy. That we have an etheric body. Energy doesn't die. Past lives, y'all. Let's think. Everything out here is an illusion to us. But I want to let it be known. Everything that was created by people that look like this. Keep that in mind. If you don't believe me, do the research yourself. Even the internet was created by a Moor or a brother or a so-called black man. Or even down to a woman. Matter of fact, did y'all even know that the Metu Neter was actually translated by a so-called black woman that's in Chicago right now as we speak? And the word Metu is really pretty much saying Mother Nature. Metu Neter, Mother Nature. All of the Egyptian deities were aspects of nature when there was the one God, Amen. And the crazy thing is that the Catholics ended and by saying what? Amen. You Christians say Amen, which is Amen Ra. So let's really look at that. Everything that's been taught, they spoon-fed you, but not telling you the true reason, because it's dealt with the occult. The word occult means hidden. It is nothing evil about occult. The occult science has always been hidden because they don't want you to wake up, because it's going to start having you get DNA explosions and having you start remembering things in past lives and also who you are. It's about the reawakening about everything. Let me see, KFD, I have a question. When we reincarnate to a new body, do we reincarnate into the same skin over and over again? It depends. It depends on what, because you got to remember, you are making another contract with the divine. Your contract is your natal chart. Your natal chart, dealing with astrology, that is your soul contract between you and the Creator, you and the divine. So you can choose what skin you want, but you got to remember it's also in the contract. Keep that in mind. I hope I answered your question, and I hope you understand what I mean. And if KFD, if I did answer your question, and if you overstand it, just give me a thumbs up or just say thank you or something, okay? There's no rushes or none of that over here. I just want to see if I answered your question correctly. All right. Um, Another book that I have right now, I recommend all of y'all to really get. No problem, fam. No problem. This book right here, I really urge y'all to please get this right here, y'all. This book right here, please get this. Get this. Get this book. Please get this. It's not out of print. Get it. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from eBay. Listen, you're going to use this book to translate a lot of signs and symbols. All these people saying, oh, this is evil, this is evil, this is... Look, man, this book got so many signs and symbols in there, you're going to be looking like, yo, they been lying to us. How many of y'all have saw the Da Vinci Code with Tom Hanks? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. In the beginning, he was breaking down all these symbols, how it was all symbolizing the feminine energy. I'm going to find something for you, and I'm going to see if I can read something real quick. It deals with the Kundalini. I'm trying to remember what page it was on, because I read it before, and it shocked the goddamn people when last time I was on here. Because I really want y'all to know how they lied to everybody. And they lied to you, so-called black man. They lied to you, so-called black woman. They lied to you, so-called white man, Caucasian woman. They lied to all of y'all. But they put us in, listen, the thing we have in common is these motherfuckers, excuse my language, that these buttholes been lying to us the whole goddamn time. It don't even matter what race it is now, because they looking at you as nothing more than fools. But I come to you as a brother that's more and just trying to break things down for you. Let me see if I'm on the right page, because this book is real thick. They have information on here about Freemasonry, the chessboard and everything. Got everything in this daggone book. See what I'm saying? Because I come prepared. I got receipts, man. I don't be playing with this. I'm not on here on YouTube just to be talking. Like a lot of people are like, yeah, da-da-da-da-da, and do-do-do-ba-do-ba-do. No, I don't do all that stuff. I want to let y'all understand what's really going on. Dang, did I pass it? It got the Kabbalah on here, but dang, did I pass it? Let me look into the index, man. Remember, they always told us that in school. They also had something here about voodoo, like a little briefing about voodoo. Or I'm going to go into the table of contents, because there's so much information here. It's really a true gift when you get it. There's another book that's like this called Signs and Symbols as well. So I recommend you get that one. I don't have that one no more. So bear with me. I also have a book on crystals that you might need to get. I don't know if I have it in my book bag. I have so many different books. I started rebuilding my library after my children's mom they threw all my books away when I was dealing with her when I was down in Georgia. I had to come back to Maryland. So, but I know that it was talking about the Kundalini being a feminine force. And I said that before, that the Kundalini is a feminine force of energy that is actually serpentine. So, you know what I mean? So y'all know that. I just don't want y'all to be thinking, oh, the Kundalini. No, the Kundalini is actually feminine energy. It's a feminine force of energy. And get the Emerald Tablets. Another book is to get is the Emerald Tablets, okay? I'm almost there to the Kundalini. I'm on the right part of the book now. So I'm going to read a little bit of the Kundalini, and then after that, I'm going to just show you some other books, okay? I'm not reading out all of them. I'm just trying to go over certain things so y'all have some information that y'all can look it up yourself. But they do have Freemasonry symbols and signs and symbols in this book as well. Okay, they got the letter G in here, or what it means. And I told people what the letter J means. The letter G in Freemasonry means God. It means geometry. It deals with all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really need to understand that this stuff is dealing with you knowing who you really are. It's building up your character, building up your morale, character, and so on. See, people don't really know that. They don't want to go over that. They thinking that this is evil stuff. No, this is sacred science that was held from you, Nubian man and woman, so-called black man and woman. It was kept from you. They didn't want you to know. God damn it. I should have went on and wrote it down, for real. There you go. The Kundalini Serpent. God dang, it's on page 127. And I highlighted it. Kundalini energy is female. And when awakened systematically by techniques as yoga, meditation, she spirals up the spine via the chakras toward the top of the head, where she joins the male energy that comes down to meet her from above. This descending masculine energy symbolizes the consciousness of the unity of the universe. So above, so below, yin and yang. You notice every time I end my lives, I always say love, peace. I said love, peace. I mean love, peace, light. I think, and I say darkness, light, love, and I said, hold up. Let me say it. Let me say it right. I say love, peace, light, and darkness, supreme balancement between the universe. And I also say, and the universe. I say that every ending of my lives that confirmed it right there. All that is confirmed right there. So above, so below. Did y'all know that the so-called hexagram, what they call the Star of David, it is actually representing the yin and the yang, and it also represents so above, so below. When you see the Baphomet shows so above, so below too. And it shows that the daggone goat have breasts. And it also shows that it has a head of a goat, right? Let me tell you, that was the symbol for the Moors. You can look up this information in the book called African Origins of Freemasonry. You can get that book. A lot of stuff that I'm sharing with you, I'm not making this stuff up. Okay? So, therefore, to confirm that the Kundalini is feminine, there you have it. It's also connected to the mitochondrial DNA. And I want to let the men know, and I want to let the women know, when you are dating or married and you and your husband are doing your thing, did you know that the intercourse can actually recharge your man and give him energy? And you can give her energy too when she go through her, her explosion on that. I'm not going to say too much. I'm trying to get y'all to get what I'm saying. The climactic events on both parties. She also heals you when that time comes. When you are interacting with each other like that. And you can heal her. You're releasing energy. You feel what I'm saying, family? And y'all actually giving and creating what they call also sex magic, when y'all can also make things manifest together. Say like if you're behind on bills, you might say like, we want this thing to be, we want to get this stuff done, and y'all become intimate. Y'all can create this energy that can make this thing come to life. You got what I'm saying? And I hope y'all following me. I'm not just saying this stuff. I just gave you the breakdown about the Kundalini, and there's a book called the Chakras and the Kundalini. I recommend that book. You can look that up on Amazon, and you can get it from eBay. And it's another company that you can get it from, probably dirt cheap. I forgot the name of it, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna talk to one of the brothers that I know. So I just want to share this information with y'all because y'all need it. And y'all probably need to know more about it. And I just want to share it, if that make any sense. Okay? Now, for my dear beloved brothers, sisters, everybody from all different walks of life, I have a book on the Orisha. This book right here. See that? This book right here. I recommend you get that too. This is very well written. It talks about the powers of the Orisha. It talks about, I'm going to go over a little bit with you in this. I'm not going to read everything. I just want y'all to know. Okay? Because this is a part of the Santeria that the Catholics be actually using on us Nubian people. Our stuff they use on us. Our stuff they use on us. And also I want to let our other family members of the human race know that they use our stuff on us. Let me see. They have stories in here that let you know what they can do. Now, those that are Christian, I'm gonna share this with you. Like I shared this with our beloved sister Miss Shelley. Um, there you have the name Jesus, and my ex-girlfriend told me this. You take the J out of Jesus and the S at the end, you have a name E-S-U. S-U. S-U is also known as Elegua. He's at the crossroads, and one of his symbols is the cross. So the whole time they've been manipulating you, not letting you know what the whole time that you were actually talking to the divine messenger, Elegua, the whole time. They kept this from you. They kept that from you. They didn't even want you to know that. It was hidden in plain sight. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. And I like how YouTube wound up taking, it went down to 5, 9, and now it went down to one person. That's how I know I'm saying real truthful information. But I just wanted to share that with you. It has Oshun, Oya, everybody in this book. Dang on there. But I wanted to show you this again. You can get this from Amazon too, to read about them. Read about them. Read about them. It don't hurt to read. Yeah, what's going on? Peace, family. But Miss Shelley, I'm just doing what I came here to do. I told you that yesterday when we talked on the phone. I just want everybody to wake up. I'm tired of our people just letting these people run over everything. And it's not just us. They're doing the same thing to their own people. And a lot of their people have our DNA in them, and they don't realize that they hating on their own brothers and sisters. That's what I'm here to do. Letting everybody know that whole race thing is a joke, because a lot of these Caucasians over here have your DNA in them, and they don't even realize it. They walk around saying white power. Turn around, guess what? You have Moorish blood in your ass. Excuse my language. And the Moors were actually the original Native Americans. Let's really talk. I told y'all, that's what I got to do. On that last stream I did, I said I was going to put that Stevie Wonder song on there in the comment section called Misrepresented People. Look up that song, Stevie Wonder, Misrepresented People. And he said, when you came across these shores, you encountered the Moors. I'm only doing my daggone job that I was sent here to do. And I'm sent here by the Great Mother herself, and I'm let it be known that women were here first, and that at the same time, the mitochondrial DNA is a powerful gene. It is also considered the Eve gene. And it's connected to the sacred geometry of the great womb, aka the Great Mother that created it all, which is the all, which is also written in the book called the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion is written by the 3 initiates, and they talk about the all the whole entire time in that book. The all is the great sacred womb called the Vesica Piscis. Look that up too. See, a lot of people don't want to talk about this. A lot of people don't want to talk about this. And I'm getting tired of nobody not giving the Great Mother her gratitude and her appreciation. Instead, they keep on calling God a he, when she was here first. She is the darkness that created the light. And the light cannot comprehend with her not at all. Because the light need the dark. The dark don't need the light. Without the dark, the light cannot comprehend at all. It can't do nothing at all. They both need each other. The yin and yang. That's what completes everything, the whole cycle. So above, so below. Why you want to get caught up in the madness and the delusion of the illusion? The delusion of the illusion. That they got you caught up in the web. You're caught up in a web. Think about it. Look at all these illusions, this FBA nonsense and Fat Joe nonsense and what's his name, Busta Rhymes, and all these people saying this and saying that. Oh, Trump doing this. Listen, I don't give a daggone what Trump is doing. The thing is, what are you going to do for yourself? He's a puppet like everybody else is. He has a clone too. He was cited in them Diddy parties also, y'all. Come on. We got to really stop. We need to really stop and think before we act. And that's where we fall off at right there. Because we're not stopping and thinking and using our critical thoughts. The problem, everybody's looking for a leader. Not everybody's meant to lead. That is the downfall. Yeah, he was. See, nobody don't want to talk about that. That stuff is coming out. Slowly but surely it's coming out. And everybody like, but what the late Dick Gregory said, rest in power to him. He said that there are 2 Trumps. I think he said 2 or 3 Trumps. I can't remember the video off top. But he said there's more than one Trump. He has more than one clone. All these different celebrities have a clone. What's that one rapper, young rapper named X Tizion, whatever his name is? There was an old video. I don't even watch Vlad TV no more. There was an old video of a daggone dude he interviewed. And the dude said he was a clone. He looked just like X, but he was pretty much, his face was a little bit longer. And he said he was a clone. He gave his clone number and everything. See, we're living in a world, that's right, that's him. We're living in a world where they've been cloning things all this time. A great movie to watch is They Live by John Carpenter, They Live. And another movie that I recommend to watch is Abraham Lincoln, the Vampire Hunter. Reason why I say Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, because Anthony Mackie's in it. But the vampires was a family of power. And the family of power that they represented was the Rothschilds. And all the other families that was doing vampirism. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Those movies, They Live, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. Watch them too. Because you're going to see that the vampires on Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, it was a family of vampires. And they were high in rank with money and all of that. And did y'all know also that Abraham Lincoln was actually about to use everything in the gold standard during that time as well? The Emancipation Proclamation, that was something deeper than what everybody thought it was. Because a lot of people didn't know that Abraham Lincoln had Moorish blood too. And I don't like mentioning it, but that was also in the Hidden Colors DVD. The first one, if I'm not mistaken. If not the first one, the second one in the series. They talk about Abraham Lincoln actually being a brother. See, there's a lot of stuff that they've been hiding from everybody. Oh, that's somebody, they doing work next across the other house. They fixing it up, man. I apologize for that, but I ain't want to be in my home talking all of this. Everybody resting, and the wife and the little kids, the wife is home, the older kids in the house, you know what I'm saying, and little ones in school. So I just wanted to let y'all know what's up. But otherwise, you know what I'm saying, I just want to share that with y'all, and I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to let everybody know what's up. Because this is information that nobody don't want to talk about. Only a few talk about this. Only a few. Okay, cool, awesome. Happy to hear that. I'm just glad to see, you know, everybody that's on here that's watching. I just want to just give this information out there. And I tell everybody, it's not a so-called black and white thing. It's not a race thing. But I gotta let everybody know the stuff I'm talking about. It's an international issue. Because what people don't know, what affects the so-called African American affects everybody. Keep that in mind. And that's what I want a lot of people to know. If it affects the ones over here, it's going to affect everybody globally. Because they use us as the guinea pigs. And I don't call myself African American, but they use the people over here as guinea pigs to see how it affects everybody else. The trendsetters are the ones over here, and everybody else follow the trend. Professor Griff mentioned that years ago. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the video, or next time he go live, I'm gonna see if I can reach out to him. Because I talked to Professor Griff before, like years ago, on the phone. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reach out to Professor Griff again, and I'm gonna see if I can. When he go live, he mentioned his number, I'm gonna just give him a call. You know what I'm saying? And me and him going to talk, and I'm gonna ask him the name of that, because I'm gonna really build with the brother, like literally. Me and him going to really start talking, like really get into some real dialogues about frequencies and everything. Because when I was on the brother B Miles channel, people don't even know it. Sister Shelly, you didn't even know I meant to tell you. I talked to Professor Griff about looking at B Miles channel when I was on his channel too. And I don't mention the brother name, but I had to mention it. And he was watching the channel at one point in time, if I'm not mistaken. I read that. When I was in high school. Good. That's a great book. You know what I'm saying? They even they made a movie out of that book. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm really going to go ahead and reach out to Professor Griff again. And because my mentor, he spoke to Professor Griff about doing disaster preparation classes on his channel, and he's going to be doing that soon. And my mentor, he's from New York, but he lives here in Maryland. You know what I'm saying? He's a Moor too. You know what I'm saying? He got me into being a Moor. He guided me through it. He also studied under Dr. Malachi York. He was a part of the Ansar Allah community all the way into the Nuwaubians. And that's when he stopped. When Dr. York was taken away, but he still read the information. You get what I'm saying? He stayed with the information. So I had great guidance on my journey to where I'm at now, to share what I learned through the years with you all. I want to give a shout out to the brother B. Dell, because he's a student of Dr. Malachi York too. There's a lot of us as students that have been students under Dr. Malachi York. The brother named William Jolly Bay, who I socialized with, he was a student of Dr. Malachi York. I'm talking about all the good people that I know. I ain't mentioning no polites and none of that stuff, because you got some bad ones too, all right? You got the good and the bad and everything. That's the yin and yang. That's the negative, positive, all that. But I do know there's a sister named Zen Woon. She studied under Dr. Malachi York too. Who else? Oh man, I can't remember everybody. But I will say, I ain't gonna lie, I was a Freemason for 11 years. But like I tell everybody, the charter that I was under with the Masonic order, that charter was given to them by Dr. Malachi York himself. That's the only reason why I joined. And they had a lot of information that was profound, dealing with who the Caucasian man is. And that information, I showed that on the pamphlet years ago when I was on the brother channel that Sister Shelly, remember that I was on the channel of, and the brother read the information about the Latinos, where they came from, how old the Latinos are. The Latinos are only 500 years old. That race is only 500 years old. Um, the Caucasian race is only 6,000 years old. When it come down to the so-called black man and woman, we are beyond that. We're older than all of them. Okay, family, that's good. Look, be safe. I love you. Tune in another time. You can look at this. We can always look at this again. So I just want to share that, and I'm glad you read that in middle school. But I just want to share that with you all. Like, I'm not here to attack anybody's nationality, anybody's so-called race, but I'm putting facts out there. Okay? Because we are all in this together, no or not. We all been bamboozled. We all been lied to. We all are beings that have spirit, the spiritual. We're all spiritual beings. Dr. York. Well, brothers that I hung out with, that was around Dr. York's information. I want to share this information with you, and I want y'all to really pay attention to what I'm about to say. You say your trial. All right, fam. Hey, peace, love to you, brother. Okay, peace and love to you. All right, mean that. Be careful out there, family, and let us know how how you went, how the appointment went. So this is what they say. They said that the Caucasian man is 6 ether. Okay, because of the hair strand curls up into a 6. The melanated man and woman, their hair follicle curls up into a 9, which is 9 ether. That's what they say. Now I'm gonna share this with you. The Caucasian woman is considered 7 ether though, because she's highly more spiritual than her man. That's the difference between them two. You got it? So that's what I learned from them years ago, and it made sense, right? Because their women are real receptive to this ancient science of voodoo, Ifa, Santeria, and so on. They're real receptive to it. They're real receptive to our science. And one of the main reasons why, because a lot of the men, a lot of the Moors back then would mate with their women, they would also teach them the science. True story. Look what happened over there in Sicily. When the Moors conquered Sicily, they mated with all the women over there. True story. When Europe was in the Dark Ages, that's when the Moors came. When the Moors came in the Dark Ages, they taught them arithmetic. They taught them agriculture. They taught them science, mathematics, algebra. And then after the Dark Ages came what? The Enlightenment. That's when the Moors started teaching. That's when they started getting enlightened. And they taught them how to bathe. They taught them how to bathe and take baths, because their kings and queens sat not in a castle, but in the barns with animals. True story. Dr. Barashango wrote that in his book. European holidays, African people of mental genocide. I think he wrote a 3-part book or 2-part book series, and he spoke on that. And what happened? We civilized them, taught them how to bathe, and we used alcohol to bathe them. We also built castles and structures over there. That's how they were able to live in the castles. Then it's so much stuff I gotta say. It's a YouTube channel that I'm gonna post in my community joint on here, so y'all can see for yourself. Y'all need to really educate yourself so y'all can be. I want everybody to be proud of their story, and this is not knocking anybody down, but we need to really start knowing what our story is and what is really so-called history. Because honestly, they've been lying to us the whole freaking time. All right, but I'm gonna go back to the books. All right, I got into a little rant, so my apologies. This book right here. This book right here. This book right here. I recommend. I recommend it because they talk about their research in here, but it's a like more information about their reincarnations on this planet in the physical, and who they were reincarnated in the physical. Like, I would ask y'all, do y'all have anyone, even though I see it's three of y'all, do y'all have any Orisha in mind that you want to know who they were in reincarnation of? I can give you that right now. I can give you one of them about who they could be, who they are reincarnation of. I'm going to just give me a second. I'm about to look them up right now. Let's see. All right. When it come down to Obatala, his reincarnation in the physical was Dr. Henry Clark. Haile Selassie was another reincarnation of Obatala. Imhotep was another incarnation of Obatala. Dr. Ben Yakinen was another incarnation of Obatala. We're going to go into Eshu, or Allegra, who was an incarnation of Allegra. Father Divine, Gil Scott Heron, Richard Pryor, Johnny Cochran. They were incarnations. I'm only naming a few that were incarnations of Allegra. Who's this right here? Make sure. This is Ogun, I believe. Incarnations of Ogun that was reincarnated in this life, or in this realm. The reincarnations of Ogun. Here's the reincarnation of Ogun: Mike Tyson, Jack Johnson, Bumpy Johnson, Nat Turner, Colin Powell, George Washington Carver, Bobby Seals, who was one of the founding members of the original Black Panther Party. Dr. Francis Quells Welsing was an reincarnation of Ogun. Let me see. Anybody ever heard of the General Hannibal? He was an incarnation of Ogun. Now, y'all want to know who Shango was? Who was a reincarnation of Shango? Y'all ready? Because I'm ready to go with y'all. Give me a second. All right. So I'm just trying to give y'all information. Okay, reincarnations of Shango is Shaka Zulu, Muhammad Ali, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Nat Turner, the Black Panthers, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, the enslaved Africans in this author's family, who was started by their slave makers. Okay, that's the author name. That's who the author said his relatives also, because he's actually a priest, a high priest, and he's located in Houston. And then you have Oya, right? Oya, if I'm not mistaken, let me see. And Oya, right? Her reincarnations is Asada Shakur. Okay? Winnie Mandela was one of her reincarnations. The Egyptian pharaoh Hatshepsut, the woman that's dressed up as a guy and who was actually a pharaoh. I'm only gonna read that much, but get this book right here. But anyway, I just wanted to share that information with y'all. I didn't want to be on here too long. I got on here longer than I expected. So my thing is, I want to say thank you for watching, and tune in because I got more information and I want to go into more detail about stuff. We need to remember who we are and stop bullcrapping with ourselves. Don't get caught up in the illusion out here with these people, because they don't want you to know who you really are historically. The awakening has already and been began. It's time for you to take charge of your life, and also to teach your family, your children, whomever. And remember, all of us are made out of energy. We all choose the race that we want to be. All of us. But also keep in mind everything is divine love. There's no hate over here. There's no hate. We just need to know the knowledge and actually show gratitude, because this is a part of our story as the human family. You understand? You understand? You overstand? You understand? We're going to go over that so you can understand, so you can really get it. You understand, right? That's when you're under the water of knowledge, and it's pretty much you're underwater and you don't see it right then and there. You overstand because now you can see it. You understand because you can feel it. It resonates with you. You understand because it's not just the all three of the first three, but it actually projects out of your being. You get what I'm saying? You are always unique. This is a part of your journey. It's a part of your life. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not. Don't matter who you are, what color you are, whatever. You are still a spiritual being living a human experience. You just need to know all the key details to put the big pieces together, to put the puzzle together, to finally get to know what the sand blazes is going on. You feel me? I love you all, and I appreciate you all. Just know that. Islam, Shalom, Wadu, and most of all, I want to say that I love you. Peace, love, light, darkness, supreme balancement to the universe, yin and yang, so above, so below. I'm out.